I, like almost all the choreographers in modern dance, we formed companies so we could dance. That was the first thing. When you have a very particular point of view after a while, the only way you're going to do what you really want to do is on your own. And that was why, you see, Martha Graham didn't, she wasn't against the establishment, but to do what she did, she had to do it herself. But when I was in my 20s with Danya Foyer, I realized I had a point of view. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I had something that I wanted to say. And certain things, I began to clarify my tastes. I began to realize I like this and I don't like that. Why? You're not going to find that out unless you get in the studio and work. I remember telling Mr. Tudor one day I didn't like Balanchine. He said, "What? You don't like Balanchine?" And Balanchine had just done his Brahms waltzes. So we went and we watched Brahms. Well, for almost an hour, Balanchine waltzes beautifully. And after it was over, he went like this. "Now, can you do that?" And I said, "No." He said, "Shut up." "I can't do that. I do something else." "So don't just say you don't like him." He said, "See what he did? For 40 minutes he danced waltzes, and they're beautiful." It opened her eyes, you see. So you start thinking, well, why don't I like this? Why don't I like that? What is it what I prefer? And then it's not a matter of what I like, it's a matter of what do I want to say. So that's when I formed my company. So as I told Danya, we should have our own. She was from the Graham studio. She went on the tour. And when she came back, we decided we have to have our own place. Because we had learned from Martha, we learned from Anna, like a painter, you have to have a studio, you have to have somewhere where you can work. And we rented along, we started a studio for dance. And we didn't think of it as a company. We were young, so we worked with children. We found out between the two of us, we were teaching about 300 kids a week. And between the two of us, we talked. We realized we had about 15 very good kids. And we asked these very, very good kids, would they be willing to come to New York on the weekends and work with us? We wouldn't charge them. Now, of course, today that wouldn't work, but their parents were very willing. They said, come on Saturday and sleep overnight. We had 3 floors. They'd sleep on the second floor in a little sleeping bag, and we'd work them for 2 days. Well, after we did that, people started coming to study with us. And then that shaped it. You learn by doing. I had no idea I was going to do this kind of thing, but by working, you find out who I really am, and then your dancers have a tremendous influence on you. And if I look at my repertoire, I can see the dancers that have changed what I did and influenced what I did.